What's up, guys? It is the 30th of July. By the time I record again, we'll be in August. And it ain't long, we're at 2025. It is going by so damn fast. But sometimes that's good for shit to go by so quick, especially when it's just crazy out there. I wouldn't say it's miserable, but it's not awesome, right? We're getting, in some ways, getting our asses kicked. By the grace of God, are we actually surviving, paying the bills? We're getting stuff done, and we're continuing to do everything we can to make sure that we can continue to do that. It seems as though, when you look at all that's happening in the world, that there's so much being put in place to make sure that doesn't happen. So, if you're one of those type of people that's kind of worried about that kind of stuff, you got to get together with the right folks. Build your network. Your network of folks are going to continue to interact, trade together. It almost feels like we're going to go to almost like a tribal system, if you will, if thing does implode and they start pushing things the way that it seems they're pushing it. They meaning some sort of, let's just say what it is, some global agenda, if you will. That being the situation, again, bring your network tight, the people you can trust that think like you. There's a lot of people out there for some reason think differently than just wanting to, go to work, earn enough income to pay your bills, have the people who you're being taxed by make sure that there's a solid infrastructure, make sure that the lights turn on when you flip the switch, that the water comes out of the tap when you turn on the knob, that the roads aren't all torn to piss, and that your borders are secure, and that your rights are being protected, and that any sort of defense systems we have in place is to ensure that our way of life is maintained. That's it. That's all we're looking for. But it seems like that's in question. So we have to continue to come together for those who have a unified thought process. And what is our unified thought process? The thought process I have right now when it comes to real estate is you need to develop your team when it comes to us as a lender, to the people on the real estate side of it, the property management side of it, the insurance side of it, infinite banking side of it. That's a big, big, big part of the foundation. You get all those things in place and you can build. Because if you don't start building, and if you're not buying real estate and you are not setting up assets in today's environment, you will not have anything, period. It's all over the damn place. It's not hard to see that when you have large corporations that have under management more than the GDP. There's only two countries in the world that have a greater GDP than the management of these organizations, what money they have available to them, and they're buying up all of this. They're taking it from you. So come together with us so we can make some things happen. What's happening out there in the market with respect to that? Well, we've got Case-Shiller information out. It's talking about home prices. It's up 6.8%. Keeps going up, guys. This just came out. So they were expecting 6.5. It's gone up. So we also had a revision from the prior number. The prior number was 7.2. They revised it up to 7.3. Keeps going up. If you're sitting here on the sidelines, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're in the belief, if you're sitting there waiting, interest rates to go down or something to happen to the real estate market, you're sitting either in the stands or on the sidelines waiting for that opportunity to jump at the perfect time to be on the highlight reel. I want to get out there and I want to win right when it's perfectly timed. But guess who gets on the highlight reel of any game? Their ass is already on the field or on the court. You need to be there. If you're not already out there negotiating and buying, saying, even if you think the rates are too high, they're not. If that's what it is, if you think the rates have to dictate whether or not you're going to be a good real estate investor, you're not a real estate investor. You don't understand what the hell you're talking about. And whoever's telling you that, they don't understand what the hell they're talking about. You need to be on right now negotiating deals. You need to be taking down deals. And eventually, if there is a highlight reel opportunity where the stars align, the perfect time to be buying, you're already there. You're already getting it done and you'll take advantage of it. If you don't and you wait, guess what? The whole freaking crowds were going to rush the damn court, and you're not going to be able to get there because they're going to knock your ass down and stomp on you. That's just the reality of it. Get on the field now. And if you're worried about how to get on the field, freaking call me. I put my information out there like crazy. If you're sitting there waiting, my buddy Joel says it's the start that stops most people. You're stopped already at the start. Get your ass on the phone with me and let's figure this out quickly. 602-291-3357. Text me right now, and we'll have Bree set it up. We'll just get on the phone, myself or a key team member. We'll make something happen. Now let's look at the freaking markets. because we need to look at the freaking markets. So we're going to start with the 10-year. A lot of people love to talk about the damn 10-year. For some reason, this is like the key place where everybody likes to look. Well, look, our 10-year now has, as it goes down, interest rates go down. So the 10-year, we're following the direction this goes on this particular chart follows where rates would go down or up. So everybody's been watching this key freaking level right here, 4.2. So we've got there, we broke through it. Everybody's like, woohoo, there's cheering, but we're still stifled at this. And what I find interesting about this 4.2 level, this is what everybody wants to see. But if you look at the mortgage-backed securities charts, I've showed this chart 100 times, if not more. I started this chart way back here in February. We built this chart. It's actually February 2nd, this day. And this chart was built. What we have is key levels that we're going to hit, and it eventually hit these targets and come and bounce off them and eventually hit this final target where there is a lot of orders waiting to buy into it. There is a lot of sell orders sitting right here. We marked this out back in February, this order block, myself and Sean marked this out. Look, we hit it, bounced off it, hit it, bounced off it, hit it, bounced off it. We're hitting and bouncing off again, meaning we're going to go back negative, rates going slightly up. Now, not rates, but the price for rates, especially if you're a real estate investor. Now, this is what we are seeing in one particular pool where we do a lot of business. And here's another pool. I blocked this thing out again just this last week to show the same order block sitting there for the people that are getting little bit, your regular investor buying a house themselves, just going in and purchasing a home, 20% down. This is the pool we're going to pull that money from, 20 to 25% down. Look, hitting that again. That same block, there's orders sitting there waiting to push it back down. So there is nothing that's really pushing anybody to buy into this, but put more money into these markets to make that appealing enough to bring those rates down. There's not enough revenue in it. Let's take a look back over. We see here, of course, that's the 10-year. Now, here's the other 5.5. We had this 5.5, had the order blocks, show the 6.5 with the order blocks. Now I'm showing the 5.5 with our channel. Again, here's our ultimate ceiling. We also have the order block, which will be showing right in here. This is the order block right here. We're bouncing off of it, but we have this other range we're going to be trading in. We're going to be playing in this. So for the foreseeable future, my opinion, Aaron Chapman's opinion, we are at pretty much the lowest we're going to see for the foreseeable future right now. We got, probably 0.25% in play as far as in cost. So if it's a $100,000 loan, it's $250 in cost for whatever interest rate that we're playing with at the moment. So I would say you need to be in it now. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. We've got things coming out later this week. We've got we've got employment information coming out, pending home sales. We've got continuing claims, non-farm payrolls. Yeah, we also have, we see here tomorrow, the Fed rate decision. People are saying they're going to keep it the same. That's the consensus. We'll see what ends up happening. That could have some movement too. But I believe that those technical areas I'm showing you, that those will be our ceilings that will prevent us from going really any further than where we are right now. It's going to take some serious movement to make anything happen. So that's where we're at right now. That's where my thoughts are. Get off your ass. Let's rock and roll. Let's go out there and get it done. And if for every one person that do it, there's gonna be 1,000 people that don't. So if you jump in and be that one, congratulations. You're doing what 1,000 are, and they're gonna be lamenting the hell out of it later on. They're looking at you as a person who's smart. Talk to you guys on Friday.